माइक चेक कराइए।
सीधा नहीं आएगा।
कैमरा रेडी पेपर क्या डिसेबल हो गया है, सबमिट नहीं हो रहा है। हाँ खोल के देख लीजिए। हाँ है ना, उसको इनेबल कर दिया, डेट बढ़ा दिया, डेट पे दबाइए, डेट बढ़ा पूछ लीजिएगा, कैसे बता नहीं सबमिट जानते हैं
जी क्या
यार वो बोले हमें कंफर्म करना कि
सर देखिए
अरे लेक्चर लेके वो वाला करें मैं फ्राइडे मार्केट में चला हुआ
कहीं की तरह होता है एक मिनट कॉल करिए आज एक की बात करते हैं हाँ हाँ ठीक है कर दें जी मैम
हेलो ठीक है हाँ हाँ ठीक पानी कोई गंदा क्यों बने सुन नहीं रहा माइक जैसे कर रहे वैसे पानी आ रहा है बाथरूम हाँ सब रेडी है
जी सर
गाना अच्छा प्ले करना। Excuse me, can you all look this side? आकांक्षा मैम शीट दे दीजिए बच्चों को।
Sir is the head of Department of Electronics Engineering at Rajshriya Engineering College, Kannauj. Professor's profound knowledge and insightful contributions to the field of electronics engineering have earned him widespread recognition. His research interests span a diverse range of topics including optimal control, advanced control theory, stability analysis, structurized system, simulation, and forming methods. His groundbreaking work in these areas significantly advanced the state of the art. His published works include papers in esteemed journals and conferences. He has a profound impact on the field, notably his research on effect of block size on BER performance of FBMC-based MIMO systems and a new approach to controllability of approximated solvent-type fractional diffusion equations has gathered significant attention and acclaim from the global scientific community. We are truly honored to have Sir among us. His insights and wisdom will undoubtedly enrich our discussion and inspire future research. Now, I would like to invite Professor Arun Kumar Singh to the stage to share his valuable insights with us. Please, I invite Sir with a huge round of applause.
Good morning to all of you. time interacting with the students of which year? Third year, third year? Second year?
International students also.
International students. And I think all of you work in some project during your BTech or your professional courses. And during doing the project, you come with the problem and challenge how you manage the fund for that project. So here IEEE comes in the picture. IEEE always supports students and also funds the project which are beneficial for the society. And for that, you have the basic member of the IEEE and also member of side group, because no fund, no fees is involved for the side membership. Then you can apply for the funding. So here in this session I will discuss how we can apply for the fund, how we can get the fund, and what are the domain for the fund application. Because as IEEE, as its logo said, the technology for the humanitarian or the humanity. So if as a technocrat or as an engineer, you work for the benefit of the society, then IEEE is there for your support. And it is aligned with the UNESCO SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. So first of all, you have to know what are the Sustainable Development Goals, and if you work or if your work in any way work for the support of the society or your local community, then you can apply for the fund. So first of all, what is sustainable development? It is defined as the development that meets the needs of the project without compromising the ability of the future generations. Means the work which you are going to do presently some way help to the coming generations, not hindrance to the in the progress of the coming generations. So it is not possible without the harmonize the all the elements which is needed for the sustainable development. Maybe economic growth, social inclusion or environmental protection or any awareness which help in this direction. If your project address the local problem or awareness program or any such problem which serve the local community, then it can be included for the project application. As you know that IEEE is a society which is funded way back in 1884. So I simply skip this slide. One of the major work, because IEEE known for the protocols and standards. All of you uses the computer or networking of computer. Then you know the which protocol and standard is in the picture for that connecting those network computers. Anyone can say? 802 or LAN protocol, WAN protocol and MAN protocol. If you are the computer science students, you know. Normally, which we know, we ignore that it is of no use. But without that basic standards, we cannot connect any computers and they cannot communicate with each other. So the 802 is the basic standard which was initially developed by the IEEE and it is completed 50 years now. So when it is back in 1963, they proposed the 802 standards for the connecting different computers, either in a local area or in a WAN or in a MAN or in a local area network. No problem. And that give the basis for the www, that is, which you call the internet, because internet is also the connections of different metropolitan area network. So, through how you can apply for the fund, or which society or which group of the IEEE work in that direction for the benefit of the humanitarian. So, because now I am chairing the HSC, means Humanitarian Activities Committee of the IEEE UP section, and being the chair of the UP section site. Site is the special interest group on humanitarian technology. Anyone who has the interest for the benefit of the humanitarian, or anyone who work in the field of humanitarian, can be the member of site. There is no fees involved. You can also, without being the member of IEEE Humanitarian Society, can apply for the fund. You should be the basic member of the IEEE, the only basic student member of the IEEE for applying the fund. It only shows that you are interested in doing some meaningful work for the society. So, IEEE Humanitarian Technology Board's mission is to support the impactful and ethically informed volunteer-led initiative, programs and projects, which is mutually benefit for the society. So, each time I emphasize on the local problem. Being in Lucknow, you cannot apply a project which address the problem of your vicinity, means Kanpur or Unnao or other. You have to identify the problem in your vicinity, your local community, and apply for the fund for any project which can in any way improve the status of any problem of that local community. Basically, it is established in 2016. It is a group of technologists and volunteers which work for the society. So, in this slide, I have simply put what are the site projects, or what are the projects which comes under the site, what are the other activities site groups take, that is the training and development type activities, and also the capacity building activities. You can see that is what is the site. Here the address is IEEE site toolkit.org, operate of the projects. By navigate through this address, this link, you can go through how IEEE site works and what are the projects which comes under the domain of the site. The address is IEEE site toolkit.org, operate of the projects. It also, along with the projects, work in the area of training and development for the volunteers and technocrats. I am simply showing how you can explore the work of the site and get benefited from them. Basically, but the core focus is on the sustainable development projects. That is training and professional development for the volunteers and the site members. You can navigate by going through the link IEEE site toolkit.org/training. And third, the three main primary activities of sites are site project, training and development, and capacity building. Capacity building, basically it refers to the building the internal human capacity for your group, site group, building new and adjusted partnership with the local NGOs or government organizations, sharing your success story with the others in such interest groups, and overall increase the awareness about the site both within your IEEE community and outside your community, social community. So the basic how you can start with your site activities, by first of all by becoming a site member, also by knowing the different groups who are working for the local community, benefit of the local community, and also you can start your own site group in your institute or your universities and become a community partner with the other such site groups. So first step to start with the site activities is become a site member. And all the information about the site, how to become a site member or how to find a site group in your area or start a site group, the basic information or the necessary information you can find at the link toolkit, IEEE toolkit, that is simple, that is site.IEEE.org. Get involved. From this site you can get all the basic steps or basic information to start a site group in your college or your university or your local area. But the first step is to become a member and find a site group of your local area, in your local area, in your vicinity. Or start a new site group in your institute, no problem. And after becoming a site member or site community member, you can apply for the project which can be helpful for the local society. I always emphasize that the local community, any project which is not helpful for the local community cannot fall under the category of the site project. So, site projects engage IEEE volunteers with undeserved or underserved communities and local organizations to leverage technology for the sustainable development. So, any project which helps for the sustainable development of the local community falls under the site project. The main portion starts here. How? Because knowing all these that the IEEE supports the funding. So, what are the basic issues? How we get the funds? So, these 4 slides is important for the students who are working for or who are planning in the future to work for the local community. That is the apply for the project funding. IEEE supports up to $10,000 for 6-month project. That is, you can get around 8 lakhs rupees for a 6-month project. You know this is a big amount considering for your project's values. If it is a impactful project, you can get 10,000 for a 6-month duration project. So in a year you can apply for 2 projects, no problem. The local is defined by the fact that the key leaders of the projects are citizens and the permanent residents of the geographical area in which the project is taken place. So when we all about if you mark, for example, suppose you all are the member of the IEEE UP section committee, you cannot take the project outside the UP. And in UP, you are residing in Lucknow. So if any group of side group or side interest group apply for the project, then it must be in the vicinity of the Lucknow, not far from the Lucknow. So here are the different side project funding or level. I am discussing one by one how we can apply, what are the format for that application. So you can find all the information about the project funding at this site. So before applying for the funding, you should know, is your project falls under the category of the IEEE site? So here you can see, if it is visible from here, that does your site group have a project idea? If your answer is yes, then is the project involved with the disaster relief? If your answer is yes or no, any answer can be there, then you have to say, if no is your answer is not in line with the disaster relief, then you can proceed for the next option. That is, if your project is related to the stream or other education initiative. For example, you can, nowadays online education is very much in common, but we cannot think more about it before Corona. So there is in 2018, there is a IEEE funded project on online education was there for the vicinity village in the Kerala. Kerala takes the initiative for side projects because the chair of Kerala section was first person who start these type of projects, and funding is started in 2011. Not before that, IEEE was in the area of HSC or side groups. So the southern state, Kerala, Hyderabad, Karnataka, and all have taken lead in this direction. Or in Chennai, 2 or 3 projects I want to discuss in the talk. That one is related to delta farmers. In the cyclone around 2020, in the cyclone, most of the coconut trees are fallen, and the farmers, local farmers, face the problem of their livelihood. So IEEE come with the solution. Why we are only focused on the coconut tree? They come with the projects which supports the farmer. So these type of projects, it is a teeny projects. Anyone can think about that type of project. Even the study of the overhead electricity line, a project is supported by the IEEE for the study of the impact of the overhead electricity lines. It also comes under the domain of the IEEE. It has funded, although it was the program of the Government of India, but IEEE has funded that project for only for the study what are the impact on the human being or any person who are in the vicinity of the overhead electricity lines. So you have to think about the projects which in any way helps the local committee. And if your project falls under these, means in line with any sustainable goal, then you can apply for the projects. If you study and you plan your project, then first problem comes, where to apply for the fund and how are the format or how we can go for that funding format. So here I am sharing the templates for their project proposals. That is, what should be the logic model, what are the external environment on which your project will realize what are the risk analysis of the project, whether it will be successful or not, or there is any types of risk involved in that study. What is the budget of the project and how you are going to manage. So all these are covered and all the templates are available on IEEE website. Only you have to explore that template and fill your information, your plan information in that and apply for the budget. I am simply only showing you the one by one how it can be, because knowing the basics of the project funding, you can plan for that. So it looks like this, that is project mission, what are the inputs for the project, which type of activities you are going to take, what is the output and what outcomes you are planning. Plan for that, this project comes with these types of outputs. And what will be the environmental implication? Means you have to give all the some small writing about all these things. Project mission, what are the inputs, which types of input your project is taking, which type of activities you are planning, which type of output expectation from your project completion, and what is the implication of environmental implication of your project on the environment. So all these have to be considered. Missing any one, you cannot apply. Your project is rejected at initial stage. So you have to go through these template and fill the information about your project. Project mission, input, activities, output, outcomes, environmental implication, and committee build buy-in and involvement. What are the involvement of the local community in that project? Next, what are the external environments? Means, how might government factor impact your work? Because before granting the project fund, the IEEE see how your project is benefit to local community and how government policies can affect your work or your study. So first is how might government factors impact your work? What are the economic factors, that is inflation, growth pattern, impact your work? What is the social impact? How might social factors, for example, culture, your demographic situation, impact your work? So all the factors you have to study and plan and give your proposal by considering these factors. They want to know that before approving your project, have you gone through all the impact? Because in between, if you say that I cannot proceed further because of this factor, they simply withdraw all your funding. So before approving any fund, they go through all the information needed to execution of your project, means proper planning of the project, what are the government implications, how government policies impact your studies or your project. So all have to be taken in the consideration. Also the risk, which type of risk analysis during the project execution, what can be the risk for the persons who are involved in that project. And most important, how you are plan your budget, means how you come to that this project cost this much. So without knowing all these, your model, your environmental implication, risk involved, you cannot simply give the amount of budget. You cannot say that I need $10,000 or $5,000 or $1,000 for this project. You have come with the proper backup plan, proper study, how you come to that figure of budget. So next is project budget. Means if there is salary of the person involved in that, means salary and wages, what are the taxes, what are the professional fees and contract services list, suppliers list, all these you have to give it, that these type of breakup of these, that is the, we give this much amount for the consultancy, or this much amount for the work I have taken from my colleague. So all these you have to well documented before applying them. And in the last, how you are going to manage the project. So all these information you can find at the IEEE-toolkit.org. Simple. You can click and find that how we can apply for a project through site. It is not that it is only limited to the site. IEEE other bodies also, sections also support the different type of project. If your project does not fall in the site, you can apply for the other sections under the other section. Means Power Electronic Society, Signal Processing Society. For that you have to be a member of the society. No, any students who is the basic member of IEEE and is the member of their society, he can apply the project under that society. So, with the minimum fees, you can get a lot of benefits, but you have to work hard and apply for the project. Without applying, you get nothing. The basic membership not added any merit in your academic career, unless you do some work in that area and try to get some fund. So this is the process how the IEEE get the funding. Without means first stage evaluation, then decision, then legal review, then approve. So first it sees what is the evaluation. We see it falls under the site, means it is aligned with the sustainable goal development, or after that if it falls under, then we see what are the other factors which affect that project, and finally taking into consideration different legal ramifications and review, we decided either this project can be approved or not. Once the project is approved, you can get the fund. I have already discussed the training and professional development, because the site also helps for the capacity building training of its member. So this comes IEEE Tech for Good, means technology for good. Program offers funding opportunities to support grassroots technological projects led by IEEE members that address local challenges related to sustainable development. So, throughout the years, around in the month of October and in December or January, it's open its window for the funding. You have to apply in that time for the funding, and around 2 to 3 months it takes to finally decide your application. If it approved, then you get the fund from that. So you have to plan. If you are applying for the funding, you take 3 months deadline. You cannot start before 3 months. Normally it takes 90 days to finalize the final decision. Either it is approved or it is rejected. And normally start with the month of April. So if you ask in which domain we should apply, so these are the 4 domains you can apply for the project. That is agricultural technologies, any technology. For example, you can say robot, drone, all comes under these agricultural technologies. It can help for the, in some way help the agricultural technologies, water sanitization or hygiene technologies. If you do some work which can help the sanitization process or help in the maintaining the sanitization or water purification problem, all these can be under the project. If you can apply for under these category, that is the which is the sustainable goal number 6 of the UNESCO, you can get the, you can eligible candidate for getting the fund. I am not saying that you will definitely get the fund, but you are the eligible candidate for getting the fund. So these are the 4 major domains where you should apply for the funding. That is your project related to agricultural technology or water sanitization or hygiene technology, clean energy or sustainable power. That is, clean energy means the domain comes, for example, EV motors. All EV motors have charging stations come under the clean energy domain. So if your project somehow helps in this to improve these technologies, it comes under the SDG 7, that is affordable and clean energy. Information, and last, which is the most easiest, that is information communication technologies and digital connectivity. Because in every hand there is a digital connectivity device, that is mobile. So if you want to write a project or if you plan to do your final project in these areas, you can apply for the fund. And if once you get the fund, you have the opportunity to interact with the larger community who are working in this program. So with these, before concluding my talk, because all you know about how we can get the fund and which area we can apply for the fund, the last, what are the case studies or how we know that we get fund in or the person who get the fund in that area. So I am simply focused on the projects which is awarded to Asia, South Asia and specifically in India. So these are the case studies which are in India. That is first, a small project which measures the moisture, salinity and temperature for the water uses in the hill stations. Because knowing the moisture contents of the ground or hilly area, you can plant the crop which is give more yield for the farmers. So these are the thinking is small but beneficial for the local community. This project is funded by the IEEE Hyderabad section. As I already said, that overhead power line safety awareness project. In this project, they simply studies or evaluate what are the impact to the people who are living in vicinity of the overhead lines, power lines. It is also funded by the PELS Society, Power Electronics Society, as well as site group. So it is not limited that you can get fund from the only one society. Multiple societies you can also apply in join with the multiple societies. Multiple societies have IEEE. They can give the project in that area and fund in that area. This also I have already discussed, that rehabilitation of delta farmers. This occurs in the Tamil Nadu area. After the cyclone Gaza, most of the 95% trees are down. So to help that farmers or local fishery communities, also the project which are funded by the IEEE site is for the fisheries committee, and also for small classroom among the goods. This is by the Kerala section. Because I already said that the Kerala section and South Indian states have taken lead in this, getting the fund from the IEEE side. There is a project which is granted by the IEEE side, is Intelligent Animal Attack Prevention System for Crop Protection, or STC project, and Smart Switching project which segregate the hard and liquid, that is urine, with the blood. So you can think about the project which can in any way help or support the local community. With this, I am simply stop here. If you have any query, you can talk.
Hello and warm good morning to all. Sir, as you said that IEEE site provide the fund. So I'm a foreigner scholar from Lucknow University, and my research area is inequality and socio-economic development. So you mean from local community, the lower class or rural community?
Community where you are currently residing.
Okay. So
Means in Lucknow, you can plan for the Lucknow, the vicinity of your institutes or universities vicinity.
okay. So as I'm from Afghanistan, in Afghanistan the situation are known by also the women education, and the main project we can. My main question is that the project should be provided to the other countries also. It would be within India.
No, it can be applied for any country, but the person who are going to apply should be at that time in that region and working in that region.
Yes.
You cannot remotely apply for the project in other country or other state or
Yes.
outside your local region.
Yeah. So as you told that the member and non-member can apply for that. So my main question is to if we as the ruling party is Taliban, and they have put a lot of reason on the basis that that women cannot study or the women cannot work. So that is not our headache. We have to provide the education to our sister in Afghanistan. So we can take a project, online project to the sister that can take education remotely. And all over the world, and also the UNDP main goal is to eradicate the poverty and inequality. If there is poverty and inequality, so we cannot have the socio-economic development. So my main question that can we take a project to the Afghanistan in education that we provide the education remotely to the Afghan sisters?
Only the ICT
Thank you.
related project that is you can see here. SDG number 9, Sustainable Development Goal number 9, that is Information and Communication Technology and Digital Connectivity. You can, this type of project you can take other than your vicinity, because it does depend on the local. It is the project which you can, by developing this project, you can employ anywhere. So it can be taken, but with the proper documentation, how it can be impactful, and how here comes the legal. What are the legal ramifications, and how the government regulations impact them. That's why when you are going to apply, they give a format. Please study and come with the proposal. How the government legal framework affect that, what are the other issues, all you have to take in the consideration, and if it falls under that, it can be approved. Because it is the ICT technology, it cannot be limited to that region. It can be, once it has been developed, it can be implemented anywhere. But if any problem which is specific to that region or such type of project, that should be the local to that vicinity.
Consider the fact that we have about 17 SDGs. My question is that can we select any other SDGs out of this formation?
These are the four which already the project has been granted. You can take any of the 17 SDGs.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Because it is in line with the UNESCO United Nations SDG goals. If it align and fulfill that goals, you can apply in that.
It must not be.
No, not but it should be under the 7 SDGs. Now it is more than 17.
All right, thank you very much for such an insightful presentation. My name is Daniel from the University of Lucknow, and I was actually paying attentively and I think was very interested in the third, clean energy and sustainable power. My work, I'm a research scholar, and my work is based on sustainable energy, alternative source of energy. And we're actually trying to see how to enhance production of hydrogen, oxygen from water splitting reactions as an alternative source of energy, so as to reduce over-reliance on fossil fuels. And basically, as a chemist, what we are doing is we are developing electrocatalysts from transition metal thiolates that could be used to enhance the production of hydrogen as an alternative source of energy. So I just wanted to find out whether it is in line with what IEEE is interested in, as in bullet number 3, where we talk about the clean energy and sustainable power, or it is looking at it from the engineering point of view.
No, that should not be 100% aligned with the engineering. It can be awareness program, it can be program which is beneficial for the local community or society in general, and in aligned with the sustainable goals. If it falls under the clean energy and sustainable power, it can be applied, no problem. But normally, in your institute or your university, there should be one student chapter. It only requires 12 members and cost nothing. If 12 student members or 30 members are there, they can establish a student chapter, and through that student chapter, they can apply for the projects. And for any other society, you can also apply in other society, but you have to take the basic membership of that society, so that you can know what kind of projects they are also funding. But this is the side projects, and they give only the projects which is aligned with the SDC goals and beneficial for the local community.
All right, thank you, sir. Maybe could I know briefly, in how many countries is this IEEE covering so far? How many countries? Could you be having some information?
180 countries.
Oh, 180, so it's almost worldwide.
That's 90,000 members are there.
Okay, okay. I need to find out whether I have it in my country so that I could liaise with them. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arun sir. It's an honor to listen to you. And you have just mentioned that it can be both for engineering and other type of awareness programs also. And I have been associated with you in certain activities with UHP. So I just wanted to know, as a curiosity, that can we align the UHP activities with this, or is there any scope of it? Because you are a mentor of UHP also, and you know about both of them. So I just wanted to know your views regarding it.
The basic is that if anything which can be in any way, anything which improve in any way the status or condition of the local community can be falls under this category. Any step, no problem. Yes. So the answer is should be yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Anchor.
Yeah, good morning, sir. I have one question from the previous slide about intelligent animal and how we can protect the crops and lands from intelligent animal using the technology.
you are asking about the intelligent animal attack system. You can apply your basic techniques starting from the technology to basic techniques we are already using for to such type of intruders. Basically it is intruders problem. Either it is animal or any other which introduce in your domain. So it is an art field, you have to avoid that intruders. The only problem is of intruders. You have to somehow stop that intruders. Either it is animal or any other unwanted community. So in this, what they do, they simply detect any object which is in the vicinity of that, and they flash the light and send the alarm to that the owner of that field. This is the simple problem of sensing and transmitting the. And you can also somehow, because it installed a laser system that actually detects the animals before they enter the field and scare them by flashing lights and alarm. In this project, they simply flash by flashing and alarming, they try to disperse them. So this is a very smart project, but they funded them because this is intuitive idea of that group. You can also somehow improve that this type of project by some passing them some electricity and so that they get the spark for that. If they touch that wire, they get spark. But it can be helpful for the humans also. So that person they are not implemented in that project. So anything, only because you have to think innovatively. Only the problem is of intruders. Because the name is animal attack and prevention and car protection, but it is any problem. If I want to stop any person to come in this room, we can say that by sensing that someone wants to come in the room without controlling information, we can sense that and send the alarm. So they simply flash the light on the eye of the animals and blow the alarm.
मैं भी खींच नहीं रहा हूँ, बस मैं फोकस चेक कर रहा हूँ इसमें।
Sir, can we spray that kind of spray?
Anything. If it is your intuitive idea, you can ask for this funding that we are also want to implement this. Or I want to implement robots in this also. By sensing that someone, with the help of robots or with the robotic camera, we can sense the picture. This one step can also be added in there. So, which type of animal in there you can sense, or you can look at your home, which type of animal is roaming around your field. So, anything you can add in there. No problem.
Okay, good morning, sir. My question is, I don't know if there is any platform of completed projects for the site, so we know projects that have already been completed, so that we cannot propose that kind of project again, or we look for gaps in those projects to fill. Thank you.
Any projects, I am saying that any projects if you want which can be in any way helpful for the local community, then you can apply for that, no problem. But you should have to be a member of IPP. Means because they want to know from where they will transfer the fund. They cannot transfer the fund to any individual. Where is the institution? Funds should come through institution. If it is in India, then it comes to in UP, then it comes to UP section. From there you transfer the fund to the institute, and from that you can use that fund for your project. It cannot be project of BTech or MCR. It is not related to that. It is your academic project. It is the project which is beneficial for the society, irrespective of your BTech or MTech or MCA project.
What I'm asking is that, like for instance, lockdown now,
there are already projects that have been completed for long now. Is there any platform that will see those projects that have been completed for long now so that we won't be duplicates? Or can we do projects that have already been completed?
Please repeat your question.
What I'm asking is there any platform that consists of projects that are already being completed by other people in Lucknow, so that we cannot redo that project, or we see those completed projects and forget them?
You can see on the simply you can go on the toolkit.org, idp-toolkit.org, all the information related to projects which are undertaken by the different committees or different groups. Already they are displayed here. You can see there and plan accordingly. I have cited because of one IEEE.org. You can see all things. You can get all the information related to project, how it can be funded, what are the format for applying the project, where we have to apply for the project. All these information are given there. You have to navigate through these pages and plan accordingly.
Thank you.
Sir, is there any fund limit?
10,000 for 6 months.
Is there minimum?
$10,000.
Thank you.
You can plan a project which in one phase for 6 months, you can plan for other phase and apply for the funding. They can be done.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable time and providing us with insight information. As a gesture of our heartfelt gratitude and respect, we would like to present a memento. It serves a very small but meaningful symbol of our appreciation. I would like to request Gaurav sir to present the memento to Arun sir. Dear attendees, I am pleased to invite you to a tea and refreshment break in A Block Seminar Hall, and at 11:40 I would request you all to be present here after the tea break. Thank you so much.